Watson, the game's afoot. This is what Sherlock Holmes used to say to his assistant Watson every time they were coming across a new case or discovering some clues that were leading to a new murder. So in today's video, I'm going to help you solve the mystery or the case of lead generation for your business. Let's start with some case files. So I started, scaled and sold a system integrator company that was focused on Microsoft 365. We were selling Microsoft 365 licenses, we were training people with using Microsoft 365 suite, and we were also integrating their processes with the solutions. So how was I able to scale the business efficiently, and what helped me and what can help you to get the same results in your business? So just like Sherlock Holmes, I was with my magnifying glass trying to find the clues and answer certain questions in order to find out more about my customers. I was wondering who has the problems that Microsoft 365 might solve. I was trying to understand what is the size of the company that needs the help the most. And this was actually pretty much a goldmine for us, because we focused not on the big companies that were already chased by multiple Microsoft 365 partners, but we focused on those smaller businesses that really needed help and really needed to understand these solutions, but no one was actually interested in doing business with them. I spent hours and hours thinking, how can I reach these companies? And I was trying to assess with whom we are actually talking whenever we are engaging one of these companies. How can you use my Sherlock Holmes method to help you generate more leads? What I always say to our customers is look for clues in places that are the most obvious places. What are your success stories? What can you say about the engagements that you have done for your customers that were very successful and that maybe even reshaped the way they do business or they address certain problems or challenges? Try to remember and try to talk with your staff about the sales processes that has happened super fast. So someone just called you on Friday, on Monday they have signed a contract, and by the end of the week they have become your customer and they have already paid the invoice. Maybe I'm exaggerating right now, but try to think about those situations that have been really fast and try to answer the following questions. What drove those customers? What was the exact solution they were looking for? What were the problems that we're facing that seemed so urgent? Or what was the state of mind in this particular moment in time? This can help you greatly with tailoring the experiences, with tailoring the messages on your website, in your videos, and throughout your social media later on. If you are looking for clues, also look at the map. So try to figure out which part of the state, which part of the country, or which part of the neighborhood these customers were from, and if there are any characteristics about this particular industry or this particular area that they might have in common, or maybe you can replicate this in a different location by for example, focusing or targeting your ads, targeting your marketing efforts to this specific area or this specific niche. And if this investigation is so far interesting for you, make sure to subscribe to our channel. After you have analyzed your clues, what I recommend is that you should definitely talk to the witnesses. If you can talk with your past customers or existing customers, this is a great way to start and to build your case on top of that. So you will learn a lot about their behaviors, about the motivations that drive them, about the things that they are interested in, and not the ones that you think that they are interested in. And trust me, we are very biased by the years of experience that we have in the industry that we operate in, by the surroundings that we have in the office environment, and amongst other people within our industry. And our customers can bring us fresh perspective that will reshape or might reshape your marketing and sales efforts to an extent that you wouldn't believe. I know that this step is often overlooked in sales and marketing efforts, but it shouldn't be, because it's a great way to start meaningful and effective marketing efforts. After you will identify your witnesses and you will proceed with your investigation, make sure that all of the statements, so all of the results of the surveys and interviews that you will conduct, are being put in a very organized way in one Excel sheet, because this can help you to pinpoint the common things, the common problems that these people are facing, and will help you then to build your narrative on top of that. And as all of the good detectives will tell you, you should utilize the resources of your department. Make sure to use tools that can come in handy, like Google Forms or Microsoft Forms or Typeform, to efficiently gather the information. Try to schedule Zoom calls or preferably even face-to-face meetings instead of making a phone call. People's reactions, people's emotions, and people mimics will tell you a lot about how do they feel about certain things, elements of your offer, or past experiences with your brand or with your competitors. If you have an existing sales department, do not hesitate to pick their brains on particular issues that they are facing. Who knows, maybe you can even create an objections file, which, by the way, can work miracles, and I think I have to create a separate video on that, that will identify certain objections that people have during the sales process that you can also use to improve and reiterate with your sales and marketing teams. Talk with your HR people. Maybe they have some observations or things that are not visible to you or the marketing department. That might be a good way to start to make some changes or readjustments. And before I will move to the next topic, make sure to subscribe if you are finding this video interesting. After gathering all of this information, you should definitely try to solve the case. So assemble the puzzle that you've been investigating for the last couple of days or even weeks. And here you can use mind maps as a tool for organizing your thoughts and organizing the things that you will gather in a more visually appealing way. I also recommend you to organize a brainstorm with your teammates and employees that can bring pretty interesting perspectives to the table and can even identify the ways and solutions that you wouldn't think about. The tool that I would like to recommend you and I'm using on a daily basis is Miro, and that can help you both in mind mapping and organizing things visually, also in facilitating brainstorms. I'm using Miro for, dozens and dozens of different tasks and different processes, and I think it might be a game changer for especially remote work and creative work in general. And once the puzzle is assembled and you have all of the information in place, you should, of course, like every good detective, especially Sherlock Holmes and his assistant Watson, plan a stakeout. Try out the new ideas and make sure to have certain criteria for either canceling the particular engagement or reiterating on it if the effects can be better or you can see that there are things that might be improved. Experiment with the new ways of approaching your customers and reaching out to them, especially after getting these informations from interviews, because trust me, you will find some interesting stuff in there. And remember to constantly keep the investigation ongoing. So look for clues constantly. Look for ways to improve the communication style, the copy that you are writing, the call to actions that you have on your websites, the call to actions in a way that the copy on your ads is being written. These all things matter nowadays. So do not get discouraged by ineffective campaign that you will run. Just try to find root causes and get rid of them or go around them. That's all. I hope that this video was interesting, and if it was, make sure to subscribe to our channel and let me know in the comment section down below what else would you like me to cover around B2B sales and marketing stuff for you. Thanks for watching and have a great day ahead.